Dear Benny and Raffi Fine, I sincerely apologise. So VidCon was very fun, but there were also some bad things that happened at VidCon. Because of me. Not really bad things, just me. Like, the VidCon event was fantastic. It went swimmingly, and it was lovely. And the atmosphere really made everybody feel welcome and respected, even though I was just surrounded by all of my idols. All the people whose content I admire and watch were standing right next to me, having drinks, just chatting, and it was great. I'm going to sidetrack a little bit, but if you watch a lot of YouTube and admire a lot of people, and you want to meet them, and you're not really creepy and weird, go to VidCon. It happened all the time. But I know you probably think I'm some sort of saint. And I know you probably think I'm like just a perfect human specimen. Most of that is true. But at VidCon, I was drunk about 60% of the time. Just for some evidence, you can look here. This was industry day before the event had even officially began. And if you're wondering how a clearly underage foreign person managed to get into VIP parties, just know that I did it twice, and I will explain it all later. So let's just get back on track and rewind a little bit. Before I even get into that party, many people are just standing outside the entry because they can't get in either. So they're just chilling, and I found myself talking to the hilarious Kevin Bruick. I was already quite intoxicated at this point, probably about 8 o'clock in the evening. But while talking to Kevin, I spot Raffi Fine in the corner of my eye. So like I said, I'm already quite drunk at this point, so my memory is just a little bit fuzzy, like a fluffy cake. This is what happened in my head. I went over to Raffi Fine, noticed that he was still in a conversation with somebody, so I just waited in the periphery. Waited for his conversation to finish, then politely introduced myself like the wonderful English person I am. But I'm gleefully informed by my friends that it actually went more like this. I went over to Raffi Fine, that much is true, then proceeded to stand way too close inside his personal space bubble, and then shouted at him like some sort of animal. In my head, I was being perfectly polite and nice, but that's not what happened apparently. And this all carried on until a few minutes later when one of my friends noticed Raffi in peril and whisked me away, much to his delight. I found that out the following day, and I felt awful, because I am a nice person. I'm not a crazy rowdy drunk. I have a laugh. I just talk to people. But we're not even finished yet. We're not even done. So the following day, I was again stood in the bar area of the hotel, in the evening, talking to some friends. When I saw both Benny and Raffi Fine, they weren't talking to anybody else, just themselves. And I saw this as a perfect opportunity to go and reconcile my ill behaviour from the night before. But as with the first time, it didn't go as I planned it to, because again, I was already drunk and I have no memory of what happened or any of the events surrounding it. The last thing I remember is walking up to them. So I'm not even going to give myself the benefit of the doubt. I'm just going to go ahead and presume it went horribly. So to Benny and Raffi Fine, once again, I sincerely apologise, even if my music is a bit shit. And I promise I'm not insane, although I'll probably do the same thing at VidCon 2013.